Hello everyone and welcome to everyone's favorite time of month question mark. I don't know, I feel like you guys enjoy these videos anyways. I have got my best and worst of beauty pyramid here for you all. June, well technically this is May's best and worst of beauty. We're going into June here. Technically by the time you guys see this, we are in June, but what happened to May? I feel like I just filmed my April best and worst of beauty. And so when I went and I was like, oh my god, I need to film this, I'm like, but have I even changed up my products? Like, where did the month go? I don't know. It went by just like any other month went by technically in terms of time and space and that sort of a thing, but I don't know, it went by very quickly for me. I have got 10 products here to talk about with you all. We're gonna start with the worst of them and go on up to the best. Work our way up from worst to best. Best and worst of beauty. Hey ho, let's sing the song together and then we can start talking beauty products. Best and worst, here we go. It's the best and worst of beauty, whether good or bad, here's the down and dirty. So first things first, on the bottom of the pyramid here, it pains me a bit to put this here because it was such an anticipated launch. However, undoubtedly, unquestionably, I can't picture anything else being at the bottom of the pyramid for me anyways. I have got the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I tried this so many different ways, different primers, different application methods, etc, etc, and I couldn't get this to work for me. First off, the shade was way wrong, which I think was more of a fault of marketing, like you guys saw in the video when I tested this out with the concealer and everything. And apparently a lot of people have been having this problem with the representation of how the models look in the foundation online compared to how shades look in reality. Like, the model for this shade looks so tan, but this shade is actually so pasty white, so that's unfortunate that that is not translating well. I know they did recently add a shade finder, a matchmaker type of a thing onto their website so that people could hopefully get steered in a better direction for what shade they're gonna be. But either way, even that aside, the actual foundation itself just isn't for me. I love the squeezy tube, I love the color of it and everything, the shade range is fantastic. All things considered, even with the wonky model matching it to the shades, this is just too much for me. It's too heavy, it's too cakey throughout the day, like it just doesn't look good really from beginning to end. Like, I can get it to look okay in the beginning, as you could see in that video, or at least I thought I could. Some people said it just never looked good from the start, which you're allowed to have that opinion. It's a really full coverage foundation, like really full coverage no matter how little you use, and it just doesn't work well on my oily skin. So unfortunately, like I said, this is the worst product I tried out this month by far. And the next worst product that I tried out this month, pretty close to that Juvia's Place foundation, honestly, but I guess it had more redeeming qualities to it. This is the JOA I'm So Fly Liner Brush Tip Eyeliner, inspired by K-Beauty. I had purchased this back when I did a test on JOA's foundation and concealers, and it was getting like rave reviews online, this particular eyeliner, this brush tip eyeliner, and so I was like, cool, I may as well throw it in my cart and get it sent to me at the same time that I'm buying the other stuff, you know what I mean? And I'll just test it out on my own. Well, if you can't tell by the position of this on the pyramid, it hasn't been so great. I love a good brush tip liner, I really do, and the cheaper the better, hey, why not? But this one just isn't great. It doesn't come out very black, and it's also very skippy, it's very patchy when applying it, no matter how much I shake it and everything. It has a really hard time going on over itself, so you get one chance to draw your line and that's it, but since it is so skippy and patchy, you do have to go back in and fill in that line, but it doesn't allow you to. It just ends up like flaking that off, and it's just not a good eyeliner overall. At least I didn't think so. I really didn't like it. It's just patchy. I wouldn't recommend it. There are much better drugstore liners on the market, like Physicians Formula and stuff. This just ain't it. Next up on the bottom of the pyramid, oh, this is a product that I'm sure is going to give me a lot of flack for putting down this far, but it just doesn't work for me. That doesn't mean that my opinion is correct. It is just that. It is just my opinion. I've got the Glossier Boy Brow here. I've got the shade Brown, and like I said, don't get me wrong, I don't hate this product. It just has its little quirks, mainly in terms of application. This wand is so tiny. It's like the Benefit Gimme Brow wand, if you are familiar with that one. But it holds so much product. Too much product is what I'm trying to say. I have to scrape it off because otherwise it is just a gloopy mess on my brows. It's really quite wet compared to what I like for my brow gels. I mean, granted, it does dry down and everything, but it's also a lot more flexible, I guess you could say. I just feel like my brows don't really stay in place throughout the day. The hairs just kind of end up going one way or the other throughout the day, which is totally fine. I mean, it's definitely a more natural look that way, but overall, there are other brow products that I like better, or brow gels, I should say, that I like better than this one. The one from L'Oreal is perfection to me, and I miss it. It ran out, and that's why I had to try something else this month, so I went back to this one because it's what I had, and I don't like it. Now, moving on, you might think, Cassie, didn't you just talk about this? Nay, this is actually a different one. So, when I ordered that other JOA Beauty stuff, I also saw that this eyeliner was getting really good reviews online. This is the JOA I'm So Fly Liner Felt Tip Liquid Eyeliner. So, different tip types. And this one is much, much better. I do like it much better. It is super black, super opaque, super nice. I mean, you can just see it on my hand in comparison to the other one. This one is a winner chicken dinner, no comparisons. Well, actually comparisons, like look at the difference, but like otherwise, I typically don't care for a felt tip. I really don't. I like the flexibility of a brush tip, but this one I can work with. It's been doing well. This past month I have been all about just wearing, for the most part, eyeliner and mascara type of a look, and I don't know, I mean, it's simple, but it still gives an impact. I like it, and this eyeliner, I have been able to make it work. It also does have the problem of not drawing on top of itself as well. Can get a little choppy in that regard if you let it dry, but you can get it to draw over itself. You can get it to work. The longevity on this is really, really good on my eyes. Like, it's, if I scrub really hard with my finger on it, yeah, it's gonna come off, but for the most part, my wing does not fade throughout the day at all. It's really, really good for a drugstore liner. Is it my favorite? No, but for a drugstore liner, it's doing the trick, and I do like it enough. Now, moving on up to the second tier of the pyramid here, I have got the mascara that I have been wearing for the most part primarily this month. I have got the Wander Beauty Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, this came in a BoxyCharm a while back. You guys should let me know. Do you miss my BoxyCharm unboxings? Yes? No? I don't know. I haven't done one in at least a couple months here, I think, but let me know if you miss them at all. I can always bring them back. But this mascara, that's a good one, you guys. I really like it. Would I ever buy it? No. But I have a hard time buying higher end mascaras or mascaras that cost more than a drugstore mascara, just because there are so many good mascaras on the drugstore market. But this one from Wander Beauty, it's real good. I really, really like it. The wand is really nice. It's skinny, but it still separates the lashes and gives them some volume and definition and length and everything. It's a very natural looking mascara, I think, and you do have to be a little careful on going in for 2 or more coats of it. It can get a bit clumpy, but I think it's a good combo of wet and dry. It's not too wet, not too dry type of a mascara. It lasts all day with minimal flaking, if any, and it's really easy to get off at the end of the night since it's not waterproof. So overall, like I said, I've been really liking this mascara. It's very lightweight, holds a curl. It also looks fabulous with the CoverGirl Supersizer on top of it, but most mascaras do. And overall, like I said, I wouldn't buy it, but I have really been enjoying it. So for what that's worth, if you want to try out a higher end mascara, I mean, these aren't like, Wander Beauty isn't like super high end or anything, but you know, it's in the $20 range, isn't it? To me, for a mascara, that's high end. Now next up here, this kills me to put this low on the pyramid. I thought for sure, no questions asked, this was going to be at the top of my pyramid for this past month. However, once I was alerted to how much of a ripoff it is, I just can't. I just can't. This is the new Jeffree Star setting powder. I'm not sure exactly what it's called actually, but I have mine in the shade Fair, and it's Jeffree Star's setting powder. There's a few different shades you can choose from. It's got the nice Parmesan lid opening so you can open and close it. It smells divine. It smells like cooking cotton candy. Not like cotton candy, but the smell that comes from cooking it. So it's almost got like that little bit of a burnt smell to it. It doesn't smell burnt. But do you know what I mean? It's that difference. It's got that toasty, fiery, melting sugar spinning kind of a scent. It's delightful. I adore it. And the actual powder, oh my gosh, it makes skin look beautiful. It just blurs the pores, makes it nice and matte-ish looking. I'm sorry I don't have a shot of me testing this out here, but definitely go and check out the video where I reviewed this and the new concealers, and you will see it in action and everything. I just, like I said, I don't know that I will ever be buying it again, just based on how little product you get in here compared to, like, it's super affordable. It's what, like 20 some bucks, 22 bucks I think, but when you put out like the price per ounce or price per gram or whatever, oh, that's unfortunate. It's real unfortunate. So, like I said, this is a fabulous powder. It's just kind of a ripoff. And then, to finish off the second tier of the pyramid, I have got most of the cheek products that I've been wearing this month. I've got the Cover FX palette here, the Perfector Face palette to be more exact. I got this in my last Boxy Luxe. Again, sorry, don't have it for you, a film/video for you, because you guys said you didn't really care for unboxings anymore. But that's okay. I mean, if you guys don't want to see it, you don't want to see it. I still enjoy getting BoxyCharm on my own. I would love to still film it with you guys, but if you don't want to see it, like, who am I to say, no, you have to watch it? I can't force anyone to watch anything. But anyways, this came in that Boxy Luxe, and for the most part, I've really been enjoying this. The formula, delightful. I'm probably gonna give this one away just so as not to collect clutter and everything, which might have you thinking, well, Cassie, that doesn't make any sense. Why is it this high on the pyramid then? It's because the formula is really good. It's just that a few of these don't work for me. The contour is way too dark for me, and the finishing powder, I just am not ever going to get any use out of that particular one. I love using the Brightener mixed with the two highlighters. Oh, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous combo. Really nice and glowy, but still natural, but a bit more of an emphasized natural look for a highlighter. And then the blush is just a gorgeous matte, kind of corally salmony pink. Beautiful, nice pop of pink on the cheeks. I love the formula of these. I also just recently hauled the Cover FX. They make those duos now of a highlighter and a blush, a monochromatic duo. So that's why I'm so like okay with giving this away, even though I do like most of the products in here. I do have a blush and a highlighter from them in another palette, so I'll just use that. But the formula on these is really great. Like I said, they're really blendable. They're nice and smooth and just kind of melt into the skin. Like they look really, really nice, and they last all freaking day. No problems on my cheeks. So overall, really, really nice formula and everything on this. It's just the palette itself, you know, I'm not going to keep it, like I said, but that's also me trying not to keep hordes and hordes of products. Like, it can happen when you do this for your job. So anyways, moving on up here to the second to the top tier of the pyramid, I have actually got a beauty tool. I feel like it's been a while since I've included one of those on a pyramid, but oh my lordy, I have been reminded how much I love this concealer brush. I think I'm just lazy, I mean in general, but then also in terms of like makeup application, the lesser amount of tools I can use, so it's less tools I have to clean, the better. And with concealer, I feel like fingers do just fine, so I don't really bother with other tools. But this concealer brush from Fenty Beauty, this is the 180 concealer brush. Oh, it is a gem. It is so, so good. I love the size of it. It's big, but it's not too big, and it's also not too small. That perfect Goldilocks kind of a size. I love the cut of the brush, how it is sliced at an angle, the top of it, but it's nice and thick and fluffy and just dense enough. It is just dense enough. nice and soft, and it blends concealer like an absolute dream. It is so easy. You just feel like you're painting a picture. I just love it. It feels nice. It looks nice. It does a great job. I love just like overall the look of these brushes from Fenty Beauty. I love the color of them, the cut of the ferrule. Overall, they're just very beautiful brushes. And I really like this concealer brush from Fenty Beauty. I would highly, highly recommend it. You know, when I start whispering and getting quiet with my voice, you know, I'm like, I'm loving on a product. This is one of them. Alright, sorry if the framing and stuff changed a little bit there. I've been waiting. I had called my grandma and grandpa earlier. It's my grandpa's 91st birthday when I'm filming this, and they weren't home. And they called me back, so went, took a phone call. But here I am back, climbing on up. Pyramid, we are close to the top. And the thing that is second to the top on the pyramid, oh my gosh, you guys, this lipstick. This is another product that came in the last Boxy Luxe, if I'm remembering correctly. And it is this one from Becca, and it is in the shade Dusk. I, as far as I know, have never tried a Becca lipstick before, but oh, this has got me wanting more. It is so creamy dreamy, but still high impact of a color. I adore this color, just, you know, in general, but, you know, more importantly on me, since I am the one wearing it. But it just goes on so smooth and creamy, and it lasts so well. Like, it kind of ends up, I don't want to say dry down because it's not a liquid matte lipstick or anything, but I feel like it does lose its kind of a lipstick feel. Your lips still feel nice and hydrated and moisturized and everything with it on as the time goes on, but it kind of almost turns more into a stain, I feel like, and the color, it sticks around because of it. It's got a nice vanilla scent. It's got a little bit of a lipstick scent, but for the most part it's a nice vanilla scent, and you guys, it's got a magnetic closure. It is just such a pretty little tube and such a pretty little color and such a pretty little lipstick overall. I love it. I don't think I have any complaints about this lipstick, and like I said, I am absolutely curious to try out more of them. I think this particular line that this color comes in is like a nudes collection type of a thing, but in any case, overall, like I said, I just have been loving this lipstick. I think this is actually the only lipstick I've been wearing. I've been wearing a lot of lip gloss too, but lipstick, this has been the one. So good. And now we have made it top of the pyramid here. I've got my best product from this past month that I have discovered, and oh, have I been loving it. First place, top of the pyramid, for a reason. This is the Ella and Mila Smooth Squad Moisturizing Cream in the scent Lavender. It's non-greasy, hydrating, vegan, and high in antioxidants. This hand cream, you guys, is delightful. It's so good. I feel like there's two sides to my voice of love. Either I'm soft and I whisper to it, or else I just get super aggressive and love on it. Does anyone else? I'm sure other people are this way, but I know I keep talking about this and the video hasn't gone up yet, but I'm just wanting to test out a couple of the newer nail polish formulas that I have purchased before I make the video for you guys, so I can recommend things, or at least, you know, recommend things truthfully and more better than if I haven't tried out the products yet. And I have yet to getting around to putting an Ella and Mila polish on my nails, but I do have a bunch of them. I made a pretty big order from them because I am trying to go, not trying to go, I have completely gone cruelty-free and I think vegan with all of my nail polishes, and Ella and Mila was one of the brands that I wanted to try out. I threw this in just as kind of a last minute, like I was getting a discount on my whole order, so it was kind of like, why not? I need a new hand cream anyways. This has surpassed all of my expectations. If the nail polishes are as good as this hand cream, oh boy, am I in for a treat. This is wonderful. I got it in the lavender scent. I think they have got just a couple different scents, but I got the lavender because I typically put on hand cream before bed, slash I just like to have a bottle of hand cream next to bed, so this is the one that stays next to bed. Otherwise, you know, I've got them in my purse and in other places here around the house. But this hand cream, I got it in lavender because lavender is like a nice soothing scent and everything before bed. I wasn't super excited. I know, it seems strange that I would order a lavender scented thing when I'm not the biggest fan of lavender scents. They're okay. They're just not my favorite, but since it is a before bedtime, I thought, you know, oh, I'll just deal with the smell. I actually really like the smell of this. It's a really light lavender scent. It's not super overpowering or anything, and the actual cream itself, the hand cream, whoo, whoo man, it's a nice one. It just keeps the hands feeling nice and super soft. You don't need a ton of it, and it also is non-greasy like they say, which is great because for me, like I said, I'm using this before bed and I don't want my greasy hands all over my bed sheets. But this makes it so that I don't have greasy hands on my bed sheets, just hands on my bed sheets. It's great overall. I have no complaints here. This is wonderful, lovely, gorgeous, everything involved. So good. Highly recommend. And there we have it, folks. There was my pyramid for this past month of May. Best and worst of beauty. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some good product recommendations and non-recommendations. Let me know in the comments down below if you have tried out any of these products, and if you agree or disagree with me, you are welcome to do either. Also, just let me know what your favorite and not favorite products were from this past month. I love hearing that stuff from you guys too, and just getting some good recommendations from you all in the casserole of comments down below. You can also let me know if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful by giving me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below. Become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!